Hey guys, it's Young Moon Plays. I'm on the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. It's been 2 months since I've been on this game. I wish it was as good as the original trilogy, the Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations, all of that, but I'll try playing through it a bit more. If it's not as good as I want it to be, then I might have to say goodbye to it and move on to Danganronpa 3 or something, so let's continue. I'm in court already. I never expected this. Who'd have thought we'd be back here again so soon? We are on a study tour of Great Britain. In order to research the latest court procedures here, we need court experience. Well, yes, I suppose that's true, but for the person in the dock, it could be life-changing. Treating it as research may seem a little crass. When you put it like that... Who the hell is this? Oh, it's this guy. Ah, Mr. Natsume, good morning. Oh dear, are you alright? Your eyes are terribly bloodshot. The early bird catches the worm, as they say here in Britain. Yes, I've heard that expression. But I really don't want to catch a worm. So I tried desperately not to wake up early. He said catch something though, but I guess it wasn't important. None of this dude says it's important, it looks like. He's just the person we're trying to defend. Oh, he's exhausted. Thank you for putting your faith in us today, Mr. Natsume. Okay, he's just having like a flip out and all this other shit. He's not saying anything. Cool, man. I'll defend you. That's all you need to know. Oh, so many people out. It's a popular ass case. The song kind of slams though. Okay, dude. It's because of the Reaper, isn't it? Lord Von Zeeks? Is that right, Miss Suzuto? Damn. It is right. It's been several years since... Yes, Inspector Gregson told us something similar, didn't he? It's been several years since he... The trial 2 days ago marked Lord Von Zeek's return to the courtroom after a long hiatus. Yeah, the trial of Magnus McGilded. I forgot all about that. I believe that appearance made even greater waves here in the capital than today's. But we wouldn't have realized, of course, having only just arrived in the country. Yeah. Why is the Reaper back in the Bailey so soon for what appears to be a mundane murder? That's the question the papers are asking. Both times it is you who stands against this legendary prosecutor. It can only mean... Come on, get to it. Okay. This is dragging on too long. We already know we're gonna fight for him. Cool, unless it's supposed to like strengthen our bonds or some shit, but let's just do this. You probably did murder him. I'm still gonna defend you. Cool, we're stronger as a unit now. Let's get the fuck going. Good. The court session is about to begin. Kindly make your way into the courtroom at once. Now you're talking. Alright then, Mr. Natsume, it's time. Let's go. That was pointless as hell. My second appearance in a British courtroom, and my second trial against the Reaper. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because this time, I won't let my faith waver. I'll believe in my client to the last. Just like you believed in me. I can't... Yeah, I'm ready for this fight. Oh shit.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
The prosecution is fully prepared, my lord. The defense is ready, my lord. The Nipponese are a truly fascinating breed. Lord Strongheart has told me all about you. That you are a student who arrived in London but 2 days ago. A mere amateur. Being a compatriot, you feel compelled to try to help the accused, I suppose. Typical Nipponese arrogance. Damn. After all, at our previous encounter, the defense was found to be innocent. Treated. Come on, man. Everything drags in this game. This game is not as good as the other ones. Holy Unless there's something I'm missing and something crazy is about to happen, but it's been dry as shit for like 15 hours, 20 hours. Just giving a drink to my demise or some shit.
Thank you, counsels. I see both sides are in fine fettle. Are you ready to carry out your duties here in court as impartial members of the public jury?
Wait, this dickhead was from the last fucking case. Kept biting on his cane and shit. You never know when you might be down on your luck, but I believe in fair play for everyone. I must warn you, I'm rather more ruthless than I appear. Oh well, not me. What you see is what you get. I'm a peace-loving fellow. I'm afraid to say I think it's quite possible that mustache foreigner did the deed. Come Come on, what are we waiting for? No doubt he did it anyway.
Sorry, didn't quite catch that.
Very well. Very well, let us proceed. Your opening statement, if you please, Lord Von Zeeks.
Very recently, Great Britain signed an alliance with the rising power in the East. The accused in the dock today is a student from that same land, a certain Mr. Soseki Natsume. And while our country has extended this foreign student the warmest of welcomes, regrettably the kindness has not been returned.
Okay, man.
Of plunging a knife into the back of an innocent woman who has done nothing but walk down the street.
A knife crime, I tell you from a bit of experience, those are the worst. Bloody oath they are. Just look at the silent complexion and the short stature, he's one of those dreadful Japanese.
Come on, let's get this over with. With me now, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, didn't quite catch that.
Pray forgive the discourtesy of smashing my hollow chalice here in the great chamber. Allow me to call the first witness to the stand.
Very well. Bailiff, lead the inspector in, please.
What's the guy with the fish and chips?
Your name and occupation, please.
Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector of Scotland Yard.
Would you please summarize the events of the case for the court, Inspector?
The victim is thought to be a young woman in her 20s by the name of Olive Green.
I beg your pardon, Inspector? Thought to be?
Yes, having been stabbed in the back by her attacker's knife, the victim fell unconscious. That was 3 days ago now, and she's been comatose ever since. What kind of case is this, bro? What? So they don't even know who she is for sure?
Comatose, I see, but her life is not in danger?
Fortunately for the Eastern student, the charge will not be murder. Elaborate on the details, Inspector.
So if I could ask everyone to look at the street map. As I mentioned, the incident took place 3 days ago, at around 5 in the afternoon. It happened on the pavement running alongside Briar Road, a wide thoroughfare for horse-drawn vehicles. It had not long since stopped snowing as the victim, Miss Green, was walking down the street. Out of the blue, she was approached from behind by the accused and stabbed in the back. Luckily, the young lady's life was spared and she's currently being treated in one of the city's hospitals. But being unconscious as she is, we've been unable to take a statement from her, of course. This is the case file with everything we've known about the victim so far.
Thank you, Inspector. The court will accept the documents as evidence. If you please.
She was found with a knife in her bag.
What of the weapon that was used?
So I have that here. It was removed from the victim's back. With a heavy blade like that, almost anyone would have been able to stab the poor woman.
A common or garden jackknife, I would say. Rather nondescript. Thank you, Inspector. The court accepts the blade as evidence. Now then, what do we know of the motive? Money or valuables, I presume?
From what we can tell by looking at the woman's possessions, it looks like she's a poor student herself. Hard to imagine she would have had anything much worth pinching, my lord.
I see. Well, in that case, are we looking at some deep-seated resentment toward the victim?
I'm afraid I couldn't say. Apart from visiting second-hand bookshops, the defendant, Mr. Natsume, doesn't appear to get out much. At this moment in time, we haven't been able to establish any sort of connection between him and the victim.
Yes!
If theft and grievance had been ruled out as the motive, what reason could Mr. Natsume possibly had for stabbing the young woman? Yet you arrest the man in spite of that, in a totally unjustified and heavy-handed way.
Objection!
Scotland Yard does not arrest people without good cause. That should be beyond the question. Inspector Gregson, the prosecution calls for your formal testimony. Explain to the court precisely why the constabulary came to arrest the Nipponese student.
As I said, it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the incident occurred, and there was an unusually light fog. Visibility was reasonably good, and there was no one else about but the victim and the accused. Out of the blue, the victim was stabbed from behind, and subsequently collapsed on the pavement. The accused ran off, scattering his belongings all over the floor. Those being a number of old books he just bought. He was on his way home from a bookshop, it seems. Bookshop. Yeah, a bookshop. It was just a matter of working out who the books belonged to, and we found the bloke to arrest him. Okay, so you saw the books there, and you gained your little conclusion from that or whatever.
Old books, you say?
Yes, my lord. I have a photograph here of the scene of the crime, taken immediately after the incident.
Yes, I can clearly see the books to which you are referring to.
That song kind of goes hard.
I will take that photographic print as evidence. Please, Inspector?
Damn. Alright, man. If anybody else to the case, fuck off. Forgive me, Lord Van Zieks, but the defendant is not denying everything as you put it. What are you doing, Miss Usato?
Do go on.
Mr. Natsume has admitted to playing some part in the incident. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo? As I was walking along the accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman wearing a green overcoat, she was, and Just as I went to overtake her, she suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed. I had to get away from there, so I ran. Oh, fuck. A green overcoat. That's exactly what the woman in the print is wearing. Photographic print in full color. What will the world come up with next? The defendant has done nothing more than admit he fled the scene of a terrifying incident. That does not mean that he's guilty of the heinous crime of stabbing the woman in the back.
There was nobody else there at the time, just the two of them, the victim and the accused. In other words, there's nobody else who could possibly have stabbed the woman. A fact that the accused concedes.
Seems this cross-examination could prove to be pivotal, counsel. Proceed, please.
This better start getting good. So right now it's been boring as shit. Mr. Natsume's belongings? I think you'll find it's all there in the photographic print of the crime scene.
Yes, the 3 books on the floor.
That's right, my lord. Second-hand books they were. Irreparably damaged after falling in the snow, of course.
The accused could have easily have carried all 3 books in one hand. Which means his other hand would have been free to wield a knife.
Damn, that's right. He's managed to close one avenue of escape we might have had before we even knew it was there. It's a smart thing to do.
You mean to say that the defendant was holding his belongings as he thrust the knife into the woman's back?
That must be what happened, my lord, yes. The defendant apparently visits a second-hand bookshop on a daily basis. A shop full of old English literature.
I commend the accused on the lofty subject matter of his scholarly attention.
The book's room was stacked floor to ceiling with those musty old books. Could you tell us more about the bookshop in question, please, Inspector? Well, if I must, I'll have to ask you to look at the street map again, I'm afraid. The closest second-hand bookshop to the accused lodgings is this place here, Bourbon Books. A little place on the corner of Briar Road and Meerschaum Street. As it happens, the accused is currently living in lodgings on the other side of Briar Road at the opposite end. Which means it doesn't take a genius to work out that the route he would have taken home. Something like this. Okay.
Yes, I concur with your conclusion, Inspector. The defendant would certainly have passed the scene of the crime on his way home.
Duh. We know his route now. The crucial detail in which you've told the court, Inspector, is the location of the bookshop. I couldn't agree more. So, where is it exactly? Wow. That was dumb. It's broken. It might still be in the victim. Alright, that's good to know. Mr. Sholmes was shown to the scene by Scotland Yard detectives. Okay, man. Okay. Damn. Oh, he admitted that the books were his. He did have 3 books that he purchased. Yeah, I gotta find some inconsistency or contradiction.
Hold it!
Okay, man. Damn.